If you can talk about the Archangel Michael.
Well, the first thing we'll ask is which one? Because Michael has many different energetic expressions. For example, sometimes Michael expresses as an angel of fire. Sometimes Michael expresses as an angel of air, connected to the planet you describe as Mercury. So Michael can take many different forms of expression. But in general, Michael represents an underlying template frequency, because that's what angels are. Keep in mind, angels are not people. They're not like you. Angels are underlying template frequencies of energy that actually make up your physical reality and all realities for that matter. So for example, when you are feeling inspired, when you are feeling strong, when you are feeling passionate, you're tuning into the underlying frequencies of what you would call Archangel Michael. Now, not always, but oftentimes individuals will be. For example, the element of fire is guided by the intelligence that you call Archangel Michael. So when you're tuning into fire energies, you're automatically tuning into that archangel. But it might not be a very strong connection. You might just be tuning in mainly to the energy he's directing, which is the fire. But as you become more angelic in your experience of yourself, the more you'll be tuning into his underlying energy. Now we say he, remember, we just said they're not people, but we say he because it's more of a yang expression of energy. It's more of a fiery, more active expression of energy. Now, we'll talk about it like this. There are certain dimensions of the angelic energies that you perceive to be like people. These are called egregores. So egregores are, let's just say, advanced thought forms that human beings have created that are designed to humanize and deify underlying cosmic energies. So Michael is the deified form of fire. This angel, the concept of this angel, was created by people. The associations this angel has, the props he holds, the things he does, these were all created by people to really describe the power that this underlying energy of fire has. This deified form of fire that you call Michael does exist. It exists on the astral plane. It exists on the mental plane. Just because it was created by people doesn't mean it is false. It lives, it thinks, it feels, but it has been created by people and has been designed by people to do so. This is what all of your gods are. All of your gods are advanced thought forms that were created through ritual magic that took on lives of their own. All of the angels are essentially reimaginings of your classical Sumerian gods. As monotheism became popular in the Middle East, all of the different gods whom were seen to be children of the one God were transformed into angels, servants of the one God. So all of these angelics really are reimaginings of ancient Middle Eastern gods. And all of these gods and angels were created by people strategically to represent these underlying template level energies, so the template level energies could be summoned, so they could be worked with. Because if you don't really give energy a form or a name or color associations or feeling associations, it's too abstract to connect to. But when you make that underlying energy into a person with a certain name, whose numbers, whose numerology is connected to that force, well, now you have a magic button you can push that is the angel that connects you to that force. So Michael is the, you could say, deified form of what you would call fire. Sometimes Michael is the deified form of Mercury. Sometimes Michael is the deified form of the sun. It depends on how you're interacting with that angelic that determines which version of that angelic you will get.